Hello, all you anti-government buffs. Candy Bailey here. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy New Year to you. This is my second video, and I am so enjoying finding the dirt on the deep state. I am so enjoying it. Came across this while I was snooping into the background of what government does, or former government does, and doesn't want you finding out about it. But I found this pretty interesting. Barack and Michelle Obama find themselves in really hot water after they were caught buying a $15 million estate on Martha's Vineyard. The former first couple got destroyed in ways they never saw coming after all the details got leaked. You're going to love this. Barack and Michelle bought what is being described as a mega mansion on Martha's Vineyard, on the coast of Martha's Vineyard. Multiple reports are confirming the Obamas are currently in escrow with the Boston Celtics coach Wyc Grousbeck for his 6,900 square foot home, which boasts 29 acres of beachfront property. Wait, what? What are y'all doing? What about global warming? Aren't the Obamas worried their mega mansion will sink into the ocean in 10 years? That's exactly what conservative pundits are saying. And now Barack and Michelle have a lot of explaining to do. Now, some might see this as an awful lot of hypocrisy in a global warming believer like Obama purchasing a massive estate that will create an equally massive carbon footprint. Fair enough, but that only proves Barry's a hypocrite, not that he's a global warming denier. Investing some $15 million to live on the island home that sits right on the Atlantic Ocean? You want to know what this is? That is not just the actions of a hypocrite. What we have here is a full-blown global warming denier, a climate denier, someone who is so sure the sea levels will never rise. He's backing up that certainty with $15 million. Yeah, he's so into saving the earth, global warming, whenever he goes and does this. According to the real estate listing, the mansion has 7 bedrooms, 8 baths, multiple entertaining spaces, including a vaulted ceiling living room with a stone fireplace, a chef's kitchen, a formal dining room surrounded by walls of windows, in addition to a pool, a jacuzzi, a garden, a private beachfront, and a boathouse. The monthly payment of this house, assuming a standard 30-year loan, is listed at a staggering $63,000 a month. Wow, that's around what many middle-class Americans make in a year, isn't it? Yet during a speech in South Africa last year, the president lamented the issue of income equality and blamed the wealthy Americans for living excessive, lavish lifestyles. What the heck's he doing? Barry and Michelle, who just criticize wealthy people for their big houses and large carbon footprint, are now getting destroyed by Americans who are sick and tired of the double standard. Barry, hello, Mr. Double Standard Liar. The Obamas are always do what we say, not as we do. Tired of their utter hypocrisy, Babylon Bee's Adam Ford pointed out, Obama 2008, when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. Obama 2010, at a certain point you've made enough money. Obama 2019, I'll take the $15 million Martha's Vineyard mansion on 29 beachfront acres. Spread the wealth around. Give me a freaking break. Radio host Mark Simon wrote, The Obamas totally reject socialism and buy another mega mansion. A $15 million Martha's Vineyard estate that they'll use a few weeks a year, just a few, in an attempt to set a record for income inequality. Please. At a certain point, you've made enough money. Guy who got $65 million book deal. Yeah. At a certain point, you've made enough money, says Barack. This guy who got a $65 million deal then bought a 7-bedroom, 7,000 square foot Martha's Vineyard mansion on 29 acres worth $15 million. Can you just feel the hypocrisy? Can't you? I'm not an Obama fan at all. You couldn't tell that, could you? If I genuinely believed in 12 years of coastal areas would be underwater, I wouldn't buy a $15 million mansion on Martha's Vineyard. This is Barack. If I believed in 12 years coastal areas would not be underwater, I wouldn't buy this. Again, do as I say, not as I do. Call me crazy, but it doesn't seem like Obama is taking climate change seriously at all. Just a big daggum hypocrite's what he is. Poor investment. Martha's Vineyard is literally going to be swallowed by the ocean if we don't hand over all of our money and freedom to the government to stop global warming. This was tweeted by the red-headed libertarian. Besides getting wrecked by Americans on social media, Rush Limbaugh laid into the Obamas on his Friday show. I love Rush. They don't believe that the sea levels are going to rise to swallow up Martha's Vineyard any more than I do, he said. And this proves it. He also illustrates why I thought Michele, my belle, I would not run for president, Limbaugh declared. They know that this whole climate change thing is nothing but a gigantic left-wing agenda-driven hoax. Seriously, folks, come on. That's all from Rush. The former president lectured all of us about how we needed to spread the wealth around. And he sure tried to do just that, didn't he? Yeah. He gave away Obama phones and created the biggest taxpayer blunder with Obamacare. Yeah, the one where if you don't have a job, you are forced to buy Obamacare, and if you don't buy it, you're penalized. Come on. When it comes to his own millions, Barry from Hawaii isn't about to live like a poor American. Hell, he and his beloved wife can't even fathom living like middle-class Americans. Middle class like you and me, they refuse to live like this. It's either millions or nothing. Yeah. Do as we say, not as we do. There would be nothing wrong with that if they hadn't made their entire brand all about vowing to spread wealth all around, making this doubly insulting and every time they warned Americans so-called climate change, and now they are sinking $15 million into a coastal property. Come on. Barry and Michele, they sure do love capitalism, don't they? It's so amusing coming from the same couple who had no problem making you and I feel guilty about how we lived our life. How we spent the few dollars that we had after taxes. Now they have lost any and all credibility they once enjoyed. In the end, they are just a couple of greedy leftists, in name only, who used liberal politics to make millions, and that they did. They used politics to line their pockets. And those who voted for them should feel duped big time. I know I didn't vote for them. I had my suspicions about them when I had my suspicions. Well, back up a little bit. The first black president, he just totally ripped people. Just played on their emotions, promised change, a new beginning, and then I forget, was it his first or second term? First term. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. you don't have to invest in Obamacare. He knew full well that you're not going to be able to keep your doctor. He knew that. He knew he was lying. The Democrats knew he was lying. The Democrats did not go for the majority of his plans because the Democrats knew they weren't good. But to go against the first black president of the U.S., they were afraid to say something. They're afraid to be called racist. They were just afraid to go against him. And again, it's because he was the first black president. And the number of scandals that he was involved in, Fast and Furious being one of the bigger ones. I remember I saw on Facebook where I am so happy for Brock and Michele. They were doing all this for the good of the country, blah, blah, blah. Scandal-free White House administration. And I didn't make any comment because I didn't want to start anything, but there was one person who did make a comment about it. It's like scandal-free, and he brought up Fast and Furious and so many more scandals that arose during his presidency. And he, out of all his scandals, he was right smack dab in the middle of all of them. And Hillary, oh my God, she was right there with him. So, anyway, y'all take care. Be good to yourselves. Until next time.